We just finished testing the Centurion Enzo FX22. It's powered by the PCM 343 engine. Now 343 horsepower, that's the standard engine, but it proved to be a really good match for this boat. We got on plane in 3.1 seconds to 30 miles an hour in 8.1 seconds with a top speed of 38.4 miles an hour. Now we did have the high altitude prop on this, so it's all set up for low end torque, so that's why we didn't get a really huge top end speed. But with a boat like this, you know, that's all you need. In fact, this is a really beautiful wake surfing boat, so you're going to be spending more time at around 10 miles an hour than top speed anyway. In fact, Centurion, these are the guys that invented the sport back in 1996 with a boat called the Wave. This is a great transition to this year's boat. Let's head back to the dock and check out some of the features. This boat corners beautifully. You drop somebody, definitely hook up and get them in a heartbeat. So the Enzo FX22, this kind of reminds me of something else I've seen. I can't quite put my fingers on it. What's the deal here?
Well, a lot of the inspiration in the bow of this boat came from the Enzo Ferrari.
Bingo.
As you can see, we've added the very aggressive hood scoops like the Enzo Ferrari has. We've added a tremendous amount of carbon fiber, and this is the real deal carbon fiber. It's not the replica or the composite material. This is our first square-bowed boat. We choose not to use the word pickle fork. We call this our hammerhead, if you will.
That sounds a lot badder, I'll tell you what,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Let's head in the cockpit and see what we have going on there. Well, Chris, every sports car's got to take care of the driver, so it looks like you guys have done that. What do we have going on?
Well, we've made some significant changes this year with the dash panels on all of our Enzo models. We went to a full touch panel screen. You can get to your switching for all your lighting at the touch of a fingertip. Come back to your main screen. You can view all your ballast. This gives a complete diagram of the boat and where all the ballasts are and exactly where the ballast levels are. And since everything is all touch panel, I can take and run my finger up, as I just did, to that level, which is probably a quarter of the way, and it'll fill that tank a quarter of the way, which is neat. I can run my finger up on the other side here halfway, and it'll bring it up halfway, so you can always determine exactly how much water you have in any of your ballast tanks. Now, this boat is also equipped, like all of our other Enzos, with a quick fill ballast system as well, so I can fill by the touch of these two buttons. I can put over 1,000 pounds of water in this boat inside of 45 seconds.
Wow. You know, this does operate a lot like the iPhone. Here's the difference, though. I didn't have to call my 10-year-old nephew to find out how to work it.
Yeah, that's right. It is very user-friendly.
Well, Chris, you know, a lot of sports cars I've been in, it's not very comfortable. That would not be the case in this model here.
Yeah, the FX22 is a very comfortable cockpit. You know, in fact, from the windshield back, it's about the same size as our 23-foot Enzo version, our 233. So a lot of space in the boat. The boat's capable of carrying up to 14 people. This is our new tower for this year. It's called the Aegis, and currently it's only available on the FX22 model. But it's a tower that it folds down, as you can see, quite easily with those thumb handles, and folds down. It's got a gas shock in it, so it folds down with one hand, and I can have it down inside of 30 seconds.
Well, Chris, this kind of reminds me of Key West. It's a great place to do nothing. Just hang out in the back and watch the swimmers and just chill out.
Well, as you know, unless you're wakeboarding or wake surfing or skiing, this is where everybody hangs out. So we've designed the back of the Enzos to be very comfortable for hanging out on the back of the boat. You know, you've got a nice place to sit here to put your wakeboard on if you are strapping up, but otherwise hanging out, talking to everybody who's floating behind the boat. You've got cup holders here. You've got a nice sun pad across the back. You do have the transom step over, so you don't step on your upholstery every time you do cross from the swim deck into the boat. And another thing that we've done that we feel is very important on the Enzo line is we've made it so it's not such a steep step from the swim deck to this step onto the swim platform.
Hey, if you got a board, let's go strap it on and take a run or something.
I got something, let's do it.
Let's do it. For more information on the Centurion, Enzo, FX22 and other great boats, go to boatingworld.com. I'm Alan Jones and we'll see you out on the water.